John chapter 20 verse 19. So now I hope you can see the Twin Towers in the background as well, like over there. Just in the previous shot, I think they were hidden behind the trees. So again, now you can see, I think from here, all those other buildings as well. As we move around a bit to that building over there, the more here on the rooftop. Like it's like a fifth or so floor here, and then the Merdeka Tower over on that side. Okay, there in the back. I hope you can see it by now. Anyhow. Right, verse 19, that is. On the evening of that day, the first day of the week, the doors being locked, where the disciples were for fear of the Jews, Jesus came and stood among them and said to them, "Peace be with you." Okay, so here again, it's the evening of that day, early in the morning, before sunrise she went there, all of these things happened. Now it's the evening of that same day, the first day of the week, where Jesus appears to them. I mentioned that is the reason why we celebrate, unlike the Seventh Day Adventists, why we celebrate the first day of the week, and that is Sunday, the Sabbath. Okay, so the doors being locked. And why were the doors locked? Because the people were afraid of the Jews, right? Those in opposition to Jesus. Even the resurrection didn't turn in. By then, they knew the story of the gods that of everything that happened, and they knew that they paid money to these guys to keep silent. But still, now, yes, sure, the disciples didn't know that they know all of this. Okay, the disciples, so therefore, they were afraid of them. But trust me, these guys did not change. We see it in Acts. They did not change. Well, some did. A lot of them, some Pharisees, Sadducees, they became believers. Paul included, in a special way. So then Jesus came and he stood amongst them, and he said, "Peace be with you." Okay, so the doors were locked, right? And then Jesus came and stood between them, or amongst them. So yeah, I was supposed like to say, you know, it does not state that Jesus he came through the locked door, or he came through the window or anything like that, right? It just says he stood amongst them. How did Jesus do it? We don't know. Okay, the fact of the matter is we have no idea how Jesus did. Sorry, my neck is a bit sore, I think, sleeping last night. How did Jesus do this? Okay, the door's locked. Did he come through the window? The focus is not on how Jesus did it. Okay, so to draw the conclusion that our new bodies will be able to go through doors and stuff like that, will be like ghosts. No, Jesus had a real physical body, and he prepared food for them. He could walk on water. He could do all these kind. I mean, he ate, right? So he was not a ghost. He was not a ghost. So does it mean that why he stated the doors were locked? Because of the fear of the Jews. That is why the doors were locked. The focal point here is because of the fears the door were locked. The focus point is not the doors were locked and Jesus came in, so that the connections between Jesus appearing amongst them and the doors locked, right? Because then in that sense you might then think, okay, you could move through the door, okay? But the focus is, the connection is between the fear of the Jews and the doors locked. Okay, so therefore in that you can draw a conclusion. But concerning his body, that he now moved through something, through this locked door, you can't do. Okay? So for those who just like, logically for them it just comes up, well, he had to. You see, language is important, context is important, always. And so it does not imply ultimately then that Jesus walked through a locked door, that he walked through material, that his body is not material anymore. No, not, for sure not. Okay, and he said, "Peace be with you." Ooh, I mean, gee whiz. I'm like, here he comes in front of them, like, I mean, here he appears. They would be like, "Oh man, what's going on?" Somebody put on his, like, is this now, was it Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise putting on a mask, kind of looking as if he's something like Jesus or something like this? No, in those days I said it was not possible, okay? But yeah, it's, yeah, even these days, kind of, I guess, maybe it's possible. I don't know. In the movies, things are possible. It's not possible in real life. But anyhow, that's not the point. They would have been shocked. I mean, they were like seeing a ghost. Like, they were not expecting. Yes, the body was gone. They're like, but they were still living in fear. They had no idea. Yes, Mary said that the father and whatever, but I mean, they were not expecting him there. They were like, what's going to happen now? And as well, understandably, they all ran away from him. Peter denied him. What is he going to do to them? Remember Joseph's brothers' fears of Joseph. when he said, I am Joseph, and they were afraid, they were dismayed, because what does it mean for us? He's going to kill us. They deserved it. And what's Jesus now going? He's there, and like, is he going to now kick us out and kill us or something because we denied him, we ran away from him? What is going to happen to us? Therefore, it's understandable. Jesus' first words to them is, peace be with you. Peace be with you. Okay? Not war, what they deserved. Not death and destruction, what they deserved, like Joseph's brothers. But peace. And more than just peace on earth. Peace with God. Peace with God, because God is standing there with them. It's... When he had said this, he showed them his hands and his side. Then the disciples were glad when they saw the Lord. So after that, what did Jesus do? He said, now you believe in thin air that I am here. That's his faith. No, he said, look here. Hands. Look here. Need to get away, I guess. Feet. See? It's me. It's me. And then they believed. Then they were glad. So that faith there, this belief and this gladness was based upon seeing the hands, seeing the feet, not touching it, seeing. Doesn't contradict John. Okay. If faith is only in nothing, based upon nothing, then yes, it's contradictory. But it's not. So they were glad, because he had peace. They saw, they knew it's him. Verse 21, Jesus said to them again, peace be with you. As the Father sent me, even so I am sending you. Again he says, peace be with you. As the Father I'm sending me, the Father sent him to come there. Now Jesus is saying the same way I am sending you. Okay, this is the Great Commission of John. Okay, some people say there's only one Great Commission. It's in Matthew 28. They forget about Acts, then understand me, but I mean that's quoted as well, Acts 1:8. But here is a Great Commission as well of Jesus. Like the Father sent me, I'm sending you. He sent Mary Magdalene, a prostitute, to come and tell them. Now Jesus is saying, I did send her. Same way, I'm sending you. All of you, if you claim to be a Christian, you are sent. Full stop. No other questions about it. Doesn't matter, you don't need to go to the ends of the world. Some people need to be sent in Jerusalem as well. Okay, if you live in Cape Town, you might need to be sent, but you are sent. Okay? It's not a private thing, right? This American theology of this line between the state and the division between the state and the church, and therefore it's a private thing. And you keep your faith, I keep mine, kind of. You don't speak about it. No, that's nonsense. That's unbiblical. Sorry, guys. Cultures are not always right. That's evil. You need to get out of from your butts, and you still need to tell the gospel to other Americans around you. The same for Europeans, same for South Africans, same for absolutely everyone. You are all sent by God, by Jesus. Like the Father sent the Son, He sending us. Okay, in this case, the disciples. And what they had to do, they had to teach everything to their disciples, to make disciples and send them out. So you are a sent one. Jesus prayed for you, remember, at the Last Supper.